Oh, because I don't have a top step X window up. Shit. This shit is just playing a black screen. Top step X stuff. Now I should be able to link to this. I hate turning out my computer. I don't never turn this bitch off.
No, light bill probably. Oh, out the roof.
Huh?
So I know your electricity bill high as hell.
It do be pretty high. And you don't count. It bitch do be pretty high. Damn, now I can't find it. Let me see. TSX. Window. Is it this one? No, not that one. This one. That one. This needs to be resized. Is that it? Alright, that should be it. Now let's go back to OBS. Somewhere up in here. Alright, that's good enough. I'll figure this shit out later. But yeah, you up 150. Let me see if I can snag this short real quick. I gotta get all my screens lined up. Is this shit moving? Okay, yeah, that's moving. That's good. The 5 second to 1 minute. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Bet. Alright, yeah. Now, somewhere up here, in my opinion, is a short. And I want that bitch to come from like 535 if we could get up there. But we, you know what I'm saying? I even take, what price is this? 520? Between 520 and 535. If we could find a short there. That's where I want to get active. That's the only place I can see the limit risk.
520 and 525. Yeah. Bottom highs.
Yeah.
That's where the 15-minute gap is. Right inside there. Also a 15-minute bullish gap too, where we can bounce. That's probably why we bouncing right now.
Yeah, I won't bounce up there though. It's not bouncing hard enough. Look at this shit, it's already coming down. Watch this shit break these lows we just put in and I not even get an entry. Cause this shit's hella bearish. It's just I want to bounce to re-short. Like ideally from the top of the daily gap. I was hoping Asia liquidity or something come in. What, it's 8 o'clock right now. Like we should between now and the next 30 minutes, Asia should open. I don't know. I kind of want to short either right before, right around that time. Cause like, what if Asia liquidity come in? And this bitch just dump. Like that be like
Asia been open. Like it's been an hour since Asia open.
Not the kill zone though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Asia been open, but the kill zone for Asia. That shit. Let me see. Oh yeah, it is open.
I thought the kill zone was like
you
8
right,
to like
you
10.
right. I just looked at my chart that got the kill zones. We already in it. So based on that, it's been selling off since the open of the kill zone too. Damn, man. I think I done missed that bitch. I could get in right here, but I'm not trying to be. I ain't got no cushion in this account. I'm up like 135. I could risk that. I don't know. I'm just gonna chill and look at it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna not take no trades. I already lost 200 tonight, man.
Tonight?
Done. Yeah.
How you lost? Oh, yeah, I can see how you lost it, cause shit was. If you was trying to long, hell yeah, cause.
Not. I lost it on forex pairs.
Oh, okay.
This shit been wicking me out, and then going my way.
That shit happened today for real on Nas at the bottom. I remember that shit.
This shit is fucking crazy. They don't want me to win, man. It's cool though. Ain't your cap though, bro. And next setup, I'm going heavy next setup.
Next setup heavy, right?
Next setup is gonna be heavy.
Like my
crazy. That shit hit my TP and all, bro.
Like my next 5 gonna be light. My next 3 to 5 setup is gonna be light. But like after that, at some point this week, I'm gonna be putting on 15. I won't be putting on 15s and 30s. But right now, I'm just sticking with 3s, trying to get base hits, get up to like between 5 and 700 in the account. Then I might put on like a 5 or a 10 and see if I could double that 3 to 500. And then after I get about a rack up in here and I get an A+ setup, that's when I'm gonna hit the gas. Like when I'm up like 1,000. Cause I can't even really, I don't know. The most I could put on right now, being that this a fresh come down, is about two minis or 20 micros.
The next setup that I see all 3, I'm going in deep. I'm trying to go, man.
You ain't gotta get it. It's still early in the week. It's just the second day. You gotta keep that in mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could treat it like today, day 1. You still positive in the account, right?
Hell no. I ain't been positive since I got this motherfucker.
I thought you said you made. Oh, you made 150.
Yeah, on the day. Not you feel me?
Yeah.
So in my eyes, I got 5 trades left.
Take a step back, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
5s. I'm gonna go heavy on all of them. I'm risking 100 on each trade. Trying to make 3.
Just wait, wait for your setup.
Yeah,
because you really can't. Really, I wouldn't even. You don't scalp though, huh? Cause like.
Yeah, and that shit going.
All you need is like
I
some
know,
$100 scalps.
I know how to scalp. Yeah, but that shit low key hard. Like that's not hard, but like you gotta have that shit gotta be trending for real.
Well, or you
just I don't know how to scalp, bro. I don't know how to scalp, man. I don't know how to.
Yeah. I don't know. If you got like a range bound strategy, like when it's trading in ranges and shit, and you see 100, 150, just close that bitch and look for a new setup. Like when you get to like tonight, like where we at right now, like you got levels. That's when you start paying attention. Like I know you look at fair value gaps and stuff like that, but we got discrete levels. Like the top of the gap on the daily chart, that's stronger than any you know what I'm saying, like secondary type of structure. Because I consider fair value gaps, moving averages, like supports and resistance, all that shit secondary. Like an actual gap where prices did not trade, that shit like trumps everything. You know what I'm saying? When you get a level like that, it's easy to limit risk on. You know what I'm saying? It's like what we did tonight at the open. We gapped up above the gap on the weekly open gap. You see what I'm saying? And then we just oscillated around it. But on the 1 minute, we were making lower lows and we got under it and used it as resistance That was, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to risk $100, then going in heavy there and putting a stop above the top of that wick we opened on tonight, looking at minimum just fill the gap we had from today. From, you know what I'm saying, it was like it's a double gap up there on NQ on futures. I don't know how it is on Forex, but it's a double gap right there. And yeah, so I don't know, something like that. Like if you get a situation where we back up there at that gap, or at the 50% of the gap around 430, or the lower, like, you know what I'm saying, we in a nice opportunity right now. Because if we go from one side of the gap to the other, that's about 200-300 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could come back in one trade if you just size down, get a good ass entry at the top of the gap, and we sell all the way down to and through the bottom of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's especially looking at the daily chart. Like, if we just look at the daily chart, what the daily chart at? And like, just say fuck everything else, but just look at candle structure. Get rid of this shit off here.
There ain't really no really key levels right now.
For me, it is. It's like, I'm looking at this shit and I'm seeing. All right, we on the daily chart. Let me show my screen. Hold on.
I could probably find levels on like the 4 hour. Yeah, I see some levels in the 4 hour.
Which one of these is the screen I'm looking at? This one.
Yeah, I see it. It's just
Alright, now like right here, I got all these executions on here. Let me log out of this shit. Log out that. Like, where we opened at strong resistance, and then where we closed, even though today closed a green candle, the close of the daily candle left an actual gap. It's like we had a big ass weakening gap, weak open gap where we opened way down here, but the close closed under 50% of the gap. Then, like, you know how shit keep trading after the market closed. We ended up way up here where we at, and we opened up above the weekly gap. And so at the minimum, we could trade down to the high of the body of the daily candle. But I think we can engulf that motherfucker. Because even though it closed green, it's still a bearish candle. It's still a lower, like just structural and placement. It's a lower high, and it made a lower low. And the close closed under the close of the previous daily candle. And this open reject the high of the day. And we trading inside the wick at the top of it. So at a minimum, it's not really any support until you get to the top of the body. And if we get inside that body and trade to the bottom of the body where we opened the week, if we get up under the weekly open, man, this market could get real bearish real quick. I don't know. That's just how I see it. Like, just not even looking at moving averages. I could take all this shit off my screen and just looking at, all right, like buyers and sellers. What is the candle saying? And the candles with the moving averages, with the levels, all three of them together, this shit bearish as fuck when I look at it like that. I don't know. I just want me a short from a little high. I had that motherfucker, but like I said, I got stopped out. But I think even though I'm bearish, I don't want to just short down here. I'm like, if I could get me a decent pop up, which may not happen, and that's cool too. I'd probably just scalp $70 and call this $200 for the day and be through. Cause you know what I'm saying, that's an option too. I don't have to like really make but $65 more and I could call it quits. But I think we got an opportunity to engulf all of yesterday's daily candle. At the minimum trade to where the market closed, which is about another. The market closed.
I wanted to go up to that fucking level.
What level?
To that hourly, yeah.
Are you talking about way up there? The one we were looking at this weekend?
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get up there.
Not wait, the first one. Not the second one, the first one. It's right at that last week's open too. It's at last week's open. Where last week's open is at, that's where I wanted to shoot it at.
Last weekly candle. Ooh, that's high up there. That's like 700. I think 750 was, yeah, on my chart last week opened at 778. Last week's close is right around here where we at now at 5.
No. It's shit. Oh yeah, it is different. It is different from yeah. I'm looking 689. 689 is where Nas is opens is at.
But it's
Last week's
still about
opens is at.
280 points from here, though, right?
Yeah. But that's better than fucking 700 though. 200 is doable.
I wanna, you know how we did last week's gap where we were trying to get that short all week. We sold off, and like that last hour of Friday, we went to it and rejected it. I want to consider what we just did now, opening above it and coming immediately below the weekly open gap in the overnight. I want to consider this the same way that shit happened. Like that was a rejection of them prices. We filled the gap, and now we could rotate lower for the rest of the week. I want today's open, that opening candle that wicked above the gap. I want, like, if you wanted to limit risk, that completed everything we needed to do. We filled the gap, we rejected it. If we could just rotate lower and I just risk the top of the gap, if I could find an entry on a short where I can accept the risk of the top of that gap, I'd be okay with that. Looking, if I'm wrong, I get stopped out, whatever. But if you right and we retrace the whole gap, nigga, that's a gap fill retracement all day. That shit, that's a textbook short. Like if we start accepting above it, then fine. Huh?
I might just watch. I ain't probably gonna say no more. Lost 100 for tonight, 200 for tonight, man. I just go live, bro. Fuck fun. I'm putting. But I've been wanting to go live, but I wanted to pay out first, though, bro. I wanted to pay out first.
Man, if you won't do it, you just gotta do it. You got all the way here. I think you're just getting anxious, but I done seen you.
It's crazy though, cause I'm seeing my fucking setup and this is wicking me out and then going my way.
I mean, you probably need to either wait on a better entry or allow more room on your stops. And the way you can allow more room on your stops is waiting on a better entry. Because if you find, like, before you even find out where you want to enter a trade, find out where you want to put your stop at. And if you, like me right now, I want to be short right now, but I know that my stop has to be way up here. So because of that, even though I know this is a good short, like with my strategy, you know what I'm saying? Like the moving averages and everything, telling a nigga right now is a good time to short. And it probably is true. If I short here, I know I'm gonna sit through all the drawdown up here before I say, yeah, it's time to get out. So I don't even want to enter until like I'm right on my stop, to where like I can have an entry with like a super tight stop. And I might not get that set up, and that will suck because I had it. It was way up here at one time. I was short from way up here and got wicked out on this red candle, and it went way. And you know what I'm saying? We might make new lows, and that'll suck, because a nigga could get in short right here, right now, and I could probably just risk this. That shit hurt.
Not for you though. It ain't gonna cover. It did. I could have had it at the high. Like I ain't have it at the high. I had it like at an infernal high.
Right.
Where it could have like wicked it and then go back the other way. Where it could like reverse once it wicked it out.
Oh.
So I ain't.
It's just a battle of patience and like greed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even if this motherfucker retraced the whole gap and I have to sit here and watch it, we still got a funded account. You know what I'm saying? We got our setup. We gone before the week out. You know you good. I know you good. I done seen you trade. You good for at least a 1K trade. Like, you good for catching the top and holding it on some swing trade shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about last week. We had a setup on a Saturday. That motherfucker didn't play out until when? The last hour of the week. You see what I'm saying? And all you needed to do was not trade nothing else but that last hour of the week on a swing trade. And right now, till this day, fuck everything that happened yesterday, Sunday, and all that. If you had that one trade, you'd still be in profit, right?
Yeah.
So don't rush it. Don't be anxious. Sometimes that vibe got to be a 4-day vibe. You know what I'm saying? You're right. Maybe you don't need to trade today. But just keep an eye on them charts, know your setup, know your levels, And you know what I'm saying, just look at it. Like it ain't nothing wrong with having a funded. Like a nigga just, you know what I'm saying, because you could tell you got the difference between a funded and being live right now is the amount of leverage you could put on will eclipse anything you could do in that live, and you know put in the work to get it. So like, you know what I'm saying, don't, I know how when you get in drawdown on the live, nigga do be like, fuck that shit, level up this, that, and the other. But on the cool, you could find some B tier, because you could find some other trades and just take 50 here, 25 there, even if it don't go to fuck your TP. Like, fuck managing a trade, manage the account. If you could see an opportunity where like, yeah, it might be counter trend, yeah, this, that, and the other, but if I go in with a small size and I can get $50 to $70, you know what I'm saying, as long as it's in the direction of the major trend, you should, you know, be all right, you know what I'm saying. But like, when you be going stop loss of TP, I know you be in the green at least like 75 to 100 sometime, and then it come and stop you out, right? Or do it just go automatically negative from the second you put the trade on?
Not, in this instance, I was up like $75, and
Right.
then it came back up and stopped me off.
So if you had took that 75 and you seen another 75 and you took that, now you 150, now you only 350 down on the account, and you wait maybe, you know, sometime in London and you get another 75 and you are 100, and you know what I'm saying, now you got a little more room. You say, shit, I know I could probably make 500 on this next trade, but really I just want to get my account back to break even. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take off at 125, 150. That right there alone, I have you only down like 70. Then you be like, all right, this next trade, stop loss of 2P. Hold on, let me get this. Hello? Hey JR, you gonna be on for a minute?
Yeah.
I'm about to handle some business real quick. I'm gonna still be in the room, but I'm gonna be on mute.
Bet.
All right.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, give me a sec. Well, I won't let my.
Try that.
Yeah, there we go. That one. All right, can you see me now? Try again.
It's still just your
Let me leave and come
profile.
back. Let me leave and come back. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay in the room. I'm just gonna leave it and come back.
Okay.
So close. You got this. You got my lucky helmet. Let's ride.
Keep saying my camera failed.
We unlocked the
I don't
level
know.
to be.
Fuck.
We unlocked it. Wait, what?
Selecting.
You see those three little dots
Right
on your
here.
screen?
You can see
Yeah.
my screen?
Yeah. No, it's what's on my screen, but it's three little dots by the hang up button. Go to
Yeah.
share. You see where it says share screen?
Yeah, it'll share my screen. I was talking about my camera. Yeah,
Oh.
I can share my screen. This
Did
is what
you
I
give
see
it?
right now. But I was streaming on YouTube and it won't allow you to stream two things at once. I closed the YouTube thing, but it still got my OBS is still open. Maybe it'll work now.
Yeah.
I closed it.